Well, that was an absolute roller coaster of a game. I am absolutely shattered. It ends 1-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs 1, Frankfurt 1. And I'll be honest, I think we're unlucky not to be going out to Frankfurt with a few more goal margin. I think we were the better team by a country mile, and I think we're unlucky. I've been quite negative about Tottenham, but that is some of the best football we've played in months. Some of the best handball we've seen in months. Some individual performances which were stellar. I can't believe the turnaround with the first team. I know I've been critical of Ange Postecoglou and players, but that was a whole lot better. But it is frustrating still. It is, are we going to rue some of those missed chances that we had in that second half? I'm not sure, but I'm more positive than I was 24 hours ago heading to Frankfurt next week. But before we go any further, if you are new to the Sunday Talk Spurs YouTube channel, this is the first time you're seeing me, let me know in the comments down below, what did you make of the game? Who was your man of the match? And also, what's your score prediction for next week? And also, leave your likes, because it helps the channel massively and helps it spread it round this amazing platform that is YouTube. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's the most important bit, because it'll let you know when I've gone live. But let's get some stats up, because this is where I think we're going to see a whole lot of difference between the Spurs' performance. 57% possession to Frankfurt's 43% possession. Frankfurt, 4 shots, 2 on target. Tottenham, 10 shots, 6 on target. I've not seen that much of a small gap between those two metrics in, a long time. So that's a positive thing. But we did start the game slow, I will say that. A massive mistake by James Maddison, who was dawdling around on the ball. First of all, before I get into that, I was quite happy with Ange Postecoglou's team selection. I was surprised he went for Pedro Porro over Jed Spence. But, Destiny Udogie, what a performance. I think he's seen those Manchester City rumours today and thought he'd put on a bit of a display, didn't he? But absolutely incredible from Destiny Udogie. I'll go into more individual performances afterwards, but thought I'd highlight that. But I was a bit shocked about that in the match. But, yeah, mistake from James Maddison. The Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder tackles him and gives it to Hugo Ekitike, who, by the way, if he's at Frankfurt next season, I will be shocked. Any top team should be picking him up. I can imagine if, Alexander Isak is sold by Newcastle, they could get him to replace him. Or, an Arsenal could get him in instead of Isak. Chelsea, Manchester United. I think he's going to be a top star. Really good finish. Not great from Maddison. Porro, you could say he could intercept it. But, it's not a great goal to concede, but I think that's the only key chance that I really saw from Frankfurt in this game. Apart from that, I think Tottenham had the majority of the clear-cut chances, but we didn't let this goal, impact us. The crowd atmosphere was really good, the best it has been in, many months as well, and really good play to make it 1-1. Good play between Solanke and Maddison, who redeemed himself, and Pedro Porro with the lovely flick-on finish. So good. And the fact that Pedro Porro is in the 6-yard box to tap that home sums up Ange ball in a nutshell, doesn't it? But yeah, that was the first half. But in the second half, oh my lord, the chances we had. There was like a 2-minute spell where Lucas Bergvall hit the crossbar. Then Bentancur hit the crossbar as well from the corner that followed it. And then Heung Min Son just before that as well had an amazing shot that was saved by the Frankfurt keeper. It was one of those nights where we could have been out there for a lot longer and had so many more rich chances, but we just couldn't put it away. Frankfurt was defending for their lives. They'll be the happier of the two teams. There's no matter of a doubt. And also, this is why, and I said this in a previous video, I preferred the second leg being at home. Now we've got to go out there. Their away fans were good. Their atmosphere is going to be intimidating. It's an amazing stadium, which I've been to last year at the Euros. So I'm worried, but also I was nervous before this game. But this is the most I've enjoyed a game from Tottenham for ages. Right off the Premier League. The Premier League is done and dusted. Forget Wolves on Sunday. I don't care if we lose 10-0 as long as we get through next week. Rap Van der Ven in Cotton, he was amazing. Rap Romero in Cotton as well. The back four I thought were good apart from that mistake. It's just the midfield because you've got Lucas Bergvall, who I thought was good, but he's running around like trying to put out fires and it just didn't really didn't really work. Bentancur, I thought he was much better, but he's not shielding that defence. He was better in an attacking threat. And then Maddison. Hopefully we should have Dejan Kulusevski back next week. He is a massive miss. I might do a little video on him on Saturday, sort of explaining how important he will be when he returns. And then Son, I thought was a bit better. Johnson, not really in the game. And Solanke, I thought was quite poor, but I don't think he was getting much of a service. And then James Maddison had a good shot in that second half. Micky van der Ven also, in the dying moments, had a chance, that was sort of well saved on the line by the goalkeeper, I think, again. But, yeah, looking ahead now to that next week's game, it is so, so important. If this game was important, then this game is 10 times more important. We have to win it. We need to win this competition to revive our season. The Europa League is such a beautiful competition. We have won it twice before. It's a historic cup, something that Arsenal, they haven't won a European trophy. We have. So it's important that we go into that game next week with the same momentum. And I don't even think Eintracht Frankfurt are that good. I think they're definitely there for the taking. A few good individuals, but as a team, I think we're better. And as long as we keep these players fit for next week, as I say, right off the Premier League, forget Wolves. I don't care about that game. It means nothing to me. We need to go out there and secure the win, because then we play either Bodo Glimt, who I think are 2-0 up. They beat Lazio, which is a surprise, one of the favourites. And then you're playing, one of Manchester United, Lyon, Rangers, or Athletic Club Bilbao. And it's not many games now. It's not many games till that final. Winning this, we get into the Champions League and we lift silverware. It's, perfect for Daniel Levy and perfect for us fans. Ange Postecoglou, go out there and prove yourself. I've criticised you. Go and prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong, Ange Postecoglou. So, yeah, an absolute whirlwind of a game. I'm absolutely knackered after it. But, yeah, very, very pleased. Very, very hopeful. And, more positive than I was a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, you've probably seen the video. I did the preview and then my shorts and stuff like that. I was very, unsure. I thought we would actually try. I thought we might win the first leg and then lose the second leg. But, going with a draw could be a lot worse. But I think if we had that, 2-1, 3-1 lead, it's like, perfect example, and they said it during commentary. Arsenal going to the Bernabeu with a 3-goal lead. A lot of people saying, the Bernabeu, Madrid, hoodoo. But you're going with 3 goals. That's good to have. Sort of what we needed. This is giving me flashbacks to that Liverpool semi-final in the Carabao Cup. 1-0 lead wasn't good enough. We needed to go to Anfield with more. And they dispatched of us 4-0. Villa against PSG was 2-1. Looks quite good. You take it back to Villa, you can go off that. It's 3-1 now. And that looks more dodgy. So, yeah. Very, very interesting. So, as I said in the intro, let me know what you think the score is going to be on aggregate on the night next week. Let me know if you want me to do any videos on Saturday. I'll make sure I get one out ahead of the Wolves game. My next proper match review will be the Wolves game. But yeah, leave your likes, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And until next time, I'm a more positive, happy type of Spurs fan after that. Don't call me fickle. But until next time, up the Spurs. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Ciao.